What's up, guys? So we've got a super unique job going on here this morning. We're actually taking power interruption for a contractor to install a pool in someone's backyard. It's not a whole lot of room in this neighborhood. We've got primary overhead lines, lots of trees, pretty narrow road. So we've got everything in place. We have the customers were all notified with the appropriate work permits, and we've got a partner with me all week as a result of the storm. We're still doing a little bit of storm work, but this won't take too long, so we kind of squeeze this in just to help the customer out. So right now, first thing my partner's doing, porcelain cutout, checking the cutout for any cracks. Everything looks good. So he's got his load buster. There's maybe 25 customers on this line. So we get the load buster out. It's probably more than 10 amps on that cutout. Then he's going to check for potential and install his grounds in the line. Alright, so 20 kV gloves on. Now he's removing the door to the cutout just in case something gets shaken. That door could swing back up in the closed position. It's not very likely, but definitely not worth taking the risk. So he's going to remove the cutout door. And the next step will be to check for potential in the lines, basically checking for voltage. So he has checked for potential and he's going to install the grounds. Watch your stick! Installing the ground a little ways from the live side of the pole. This is still energized 7200 volts over here, so that way he's not swinging that ground around near the energized cutout. That's pretty well the whole setup that we need here. We did also install some hardcover at 46 kV insulated orange guards on the primary, right at the exact work location, for a couple of reasons. One, even though there is a work permit, we don't want the boom to make contact with the primary, and also it's a great visual. It's a big machine, 128 foot boom, lifting a large fiberglass pool, so it's a good visual where there's pretty small wire up in the air. Makes it a lot easier to identify the wire while he's working. So we already had a tailboard with everyone involved in installing the pool, the crane operator. As I said, they were instructed to wait until they heard from me. They're almost set up there behind me. So let's get a couple shots of the pool install, and we're gonna go have another quick tailboard for them to get to work. So that was just a dry run right there. Make sure everything's gonna reach. Everything is good. He was able to make it over center from where the pool's gonna go without contacting the lines. position now. Just waiting. The pool's got to do a 90-degree turn there.
What? Sub pump hole?
Alright, pool is in place. He's clearing himself from the lines now. We're just going to wait till the boom is up, over, and clear of the lines. And we'll leave those primary guards on. We'll energize that line, restore power, and come back and get those guards once the power is back on. And we took the cover up off with a telescopic stick instead. Alright, so the boys are all clear of the line. The last step before removing the grounds is to confirm with the crane operator that he is all clear before we remove our grounds and energize the line. So this is a radial feed, meaning there's no alternate source of power for this single phase sideline. So we already have permission from our dispatcher to remove our ground. Using a hot stick, he's going to reinstall the cutout door and close it back in. The power will be restored to the customers here in probably about 2 minutes. Great, job was a success. Now back to trouble calls.
Huh.
Yes, sir.
This will move you.